Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my morning routine as a stay-at-home mom. It's been a little while since I do one of these routine kind of videos, but I wanted to show you guys how I normally spend my mornings with Riley. So first things first, I do not set an alarm in the morning. As soon as I hear Riley in the monitor, that is my cue to get up. So once I'm awake, I will spend a few minutes on my phone. I know it's a terrible habit, but it's just what I do in the morning. I check social media, I check Instagram, check YouTube. But one of the things that I also do in the morning that I wanted to share with you guys is I do look through a couple of different prayer apps. I'll link them both down below, but one is called Daily Bible Verse and the other one is called The First 5, and those are just my morning scriptures. I get notifications on my phone when they're ready first thing in the morning, and that's just my way of like sneaking in just 5 or 7 minutes of some Bible verse time. I love that it's something that I can do really quickly, and I just feel like it sets the right tone for the day, so that's just something that I've been doing lately and I've really enjoyed it. Now, if you guys are new around here, my name is Kayla and I am 31 weeks pregnant at the moment. So this is my big old belly. And believe it or not, this is when my belly is the smallest in the day. Normally at night it gets like even larger, but this is what I'm working with these days. For obvious reasons, before I go do anything else, I have to run into the bathroom, use the bathroom for the 47th time in a row. And then I usually just brush my teeth and then it's time to go get Riley. But before we go get my toddler, I do want to let you guys know that today's video is a collab with one of my newer mommy friends named Catherine. I know you guys are going to love her. She has a 2-year-old son named Carson, who's just the cutest little boy. But Catherine's a working mama, so she'll be sharing her morning routine as a working mom, and I think it'll be great if you guys want to just see a different perspective of what life looks like in the morning for someone who's working outside of the home. So definitely go check out her video as soon as you're done watching this one and tell her that I sent you there. Say hello, be nice to her, be her friend, and I hope that you guys enjoy her videos as much as I do. So now it's time to go get Riley, and this is honestly one of my favorite times of the day. I love walking into her room and seeing how excited she is to see me. She's just always really happy in the morning and it just melts my heart. Riley will be 2 years old in just a couple of months. It's crazy to think that in a couple of months I will have 2 under 2 for just a short period of time, because they're going to be actually like about 2 years apart. But in the mornings I'll grab her, I'll turn off her sound machine, turn off her night light, and just ask her how she slept, ask her if she dreamt of anything, and we just like spend some time chatting before I lift her up out of her crib. Now, instead of making our way straight to the kitchen and just like officially starting the day, what I'll typically do in the morning is I'll bring her back to my room and we just hang out in my room for a little while. It just gives me a little bit more time to wake up, because I don't know about you guys, but I am not a morning person. Let me know down below if you are by chance, or like how you feel about the mornings. But I just need as much time as possible in the morning to just actually wake up. So this is my way of stalling, my way of just soaking in the mornings with her. So right now that's what's been working for us. She'll just come into my room, climb on the bed. As far as what time Riley wakes up, I get asked this question a lot, and right now she's been waking up around 8 a.m. She does go to bed at about 8 p.m., like no later than 8 o'clock is when she's going down in her crib, so she gets a good 12 hours of sleep. On this particular morning when I filmed this, she did sleep in quite a bit, so I think she got up around 8:50. So our entire morning was kind of thrown off schedule, if you will. But these days I really don't mind. The longer she sleeps, the better for me, because I'm about to have a newborn and I will never sleep again. And so I'm just trying to fit in as much rest as I can get. Good morning. Oh. Something else that we do in the morning is like I'll turn on YouTube and I'll turn on like one of her shows that she likes, Baby Shark or Super Simple Songs or any of those that she likes to watch. And now that we're in October, there's like a Halloween Baby Shark video that she's obsessed with. So that's normally what I'll have in the background on the TV in the mornings for her. And she just has so much fun dancing and singing the songs, and it's just so funny to watch her be so excited about that. After a while of just hanging out in the bed, it's finally time for me to get up and start being productive. So I'll usually just go to my bathroom and start getting ready for the day. I don't always like get dressed or put on a ton of makeup or do my hair, because usually I'm just at home and I don't have any time or need for that. But of course, when I do try to go get ready, I can't do that without Riley following right behind me. And it's always a mission, because she wants to play with everything in the bathroom, open the cabinets, play with my makeup brushes, play with anything that she can get her hands on. So it's just always a bit of a difficult time in the morning. She's got this thing right now where anytime that I'm doing my makeup or I'm like brushing my teeth or anything, she asks me to sit down. Like she'll say sit down, and she wants to sit down on the counter, and that's when things get difficult because then she starts getting into everything that's on the counter or any of my makeup brushes, all of the different bottles that Joe leaves out. So I remember the days and I look back on them fondly, like when she was teeny tiny and she would just like sit in her little bouncer and I could get ready, just totally doing my own thing. Now with the toddler, it is not like that anymore at all, but it's also so much fun. Like here now she's doing her makeup and I was okay until she got into my black shade and I was like, we're not gonna make your face all full of black eyeshadow. So that was fun. Once I'm done with my makeup, I just throw on a pair of sweatpants. Like nothing fits me anymore, so I have very limited options, but I'll just throw on a t-shirt and just some sweats, something comfy to be around the house in. And again, this is my big old belly that I've just got to deal with for the next 9 weeks. I do try to make the bed in the morning only because my husband loves it when he comes home and the bed is made. I couldn't care any less. I'm not one of those people that needs to have her bed made every morning, but out of love for my husband, like I always tell you guys, I make the bed before I leave because I know that if I don't make it before I go and head out into the kitchen and start my day, it's just not going to happen. So if I want the bed made, it has to be done now. The last stop before breakfast is back into Riley's room. Riley's right now at a stage where she does not want me to change her diaper first thing in the morning. If I try to put her on her changing table, she goes crazy. So before we head into breakfast, that's when we go back in there and I tell her that I'm going to change her diaper. And I usually won't change her out of her pajamas unless like we've got errands to run or we're going somewhere. Baby girl can last very much the whole entire day in her pajamas, if I'm being honest. I will pick up her hair though, and in case you guys are curious as to like how I organize Riley's nursery, like her room, I do have a full video on that and I will leave it linked down below. But baby girl's hair is so long right now, like it's in her face, so I have to pick it up one way or another so that she can actually see. Joe left his iPad out, by the way, where she could find it, so she was playing with his iPad first thing in the morning. It's not always the iPad, sometimes it's books, even though you guys know, like, I don't care how much screen time she watches a lot of TV, but it's not always her walking straight into the family room with an iPad in her hand. Riley's been loving this like Halloween video from Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, so that's normally what I've been putting on in the mornings for her to watch, so that way I can go ahead and make her breakfast. And the first thing that I'll do is I'll give her some milk. Riley's still having 2% milk. She has it first thing in the morning, and then she'll also have it right before bed. And sometimes, like depending on the day, she'll ask me for it a couple times. She'll say leche, which is milk in Spanish. So I'll just fill up a cup. These are some Munchkin cups that I will link down below that have been working out really well. And then I'll give her milk and she's entertained for a little while, which gives me enough time to prepare her actual breakfast for her. For Riley's breakfast, we normally keep things very simple just because my child is the pickiest eater and she eats like nothing. So we usually do some kind of fruit. She loves bananas, she loves berries, any kind of berries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. But I had bananas that I wanted to use, so I'll chop them up for her. And then I'll usually do like either some kind of little waffles that she'll eat, or I'll do a yogurt. So just basic, easy things. If anyone has any suggestions as to how I can get my child to eat like eggs, or just how I can get her to eat really anything, leave them down below in the comments, because you guys are always asking me for advice and I have no advice to give as far as eating and the eating situation, because Riley is almost 2 years old and she's still eating pureed foods because she will not eat a lot of solids, and it's just, we're on the struggle bus over here with that. This is the time in the day when I absolutely need coffee, but one of the things that I've been doing lately is I won't let myself drink coffee until I've had an entire glass of water. Being pregnant especially, I need to be drinking a lot of water. I need to stay hydrated, and so one of the things that I've been doing is I won't pour my coffee until this entire glass of water is drank up. I'll sip my water like while I'm trying to figure out what to prepare myself for breakfast. I love breakfast. It's probably my favorite meal of the day. I don't know what your favorite meal of the day is. Let me know down below. But I love, love, love breakfast. I could eat breakfast for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm just a breakfast kind of gal. But I'm also really lazy, so I normally stick to like the same thing. I'll cook myself either scrambled eggs, fried eggs, some kind of eggs. And then I'll have like a little bagel with some cream cheese and some fruit. Nothing super fancy, but I do make it a point to eat breakfast every day unless like I'm rushing out the door, running an errand or something like that. But I love to take my time and prepare my breakfast in the morning. And like I said, Riley is sat in her high chair. She's watching her show, so that gives me plenty of time to make myself a nice breakfast. By the way, I know I've already talked about this before, but this Einstein Brothers Bagels, this honey almond spread is bomb. And if you have it at your store, you need to buy it because it's delicious. This time in the morning, like while Riley is finishing up her breakfast and while I'm eating my breakfast, this is usually when I start to catch up on emails and I start doing just some light work in the morning. I feel like this is just a good time to like go through my emails and like see if there's anything super important that I have to work on that day. And I just kind of get myself ready. Like I am a stay-at-home mom, but I also have this YouTube channel. I have my blog. There's a lot of different things that I'm doing at any given time. I'm working with brands on campaigns and I need to stay on top of things because especially now that I am pregnant and I'm moving and there's just a lot of chaos in my life, I need to just get on top of all of my things. And so that's normally what I'll do in the mornings right here next to her. I can keep an eye on Riley and I feel like we're both kind of busy at the moment, but we're still close to each other. And that's just how I get stuff done as a working mom. Once I'm done with my breakfast, I will take just a little bit of time to clean my kitchen because I feel like if I go straight to like doing other things, just the fact that my kitchen is dirty gives me a lot of anxiety. So I like to just clear off everything that I use to make my breakfast. I like to empty the dishwasher and just get rid of all the clutter that's on the counter so that I can kind of start fresh for the day if it's not already cleaned out from the night before. But let me tell you guys something. Being 31 weeks pregnant, this activity here that I'm doing, just putting away the dishes, that alone makes me exhausted these days. So I have to take it easy. I can't do a million things. I can't spend half an hour cleaning my kitchen or I will straight up just die because I have zero energy for anything. But again, just basic little things that I can do to just clean things up, have things tidy. It just makes a big difference. Now, if you haven't tried the fall scents from Mrs. Meyer's, you need to go run and get them. I grabbed them at Target. I know that, you can buy them from Grove Collaborative and all that, but I ran to Target and I got this one. I don't really like the acorn spice one that much, but this one I am obsessed with. And I also got the mum scent. I think that's what it's called. So it just helps me feel a little bit more like in the fall mode and kind of makes me want to clean a little bit more because I honestly hate cleaning. So I love that these like fall inspired scents just inspire me to clean a little bit more. I love using the multi-surface spray and it's apple cider. That's the scent. That's the one that I really, really like. And I'll just clean the counters with it. Whenever I clean the counters and like my husband comes home, he's like, wow, this smells delicious. Like, what are you cooking? And I'm like, nothing, because I don't cook, but I clean the countertops with this fancy spray. So on this morning, Riley was eating slow as a snail, and I've been trying to let her feed herself with this little spoon that we love and that I will link down below. It's a Ryan and Rose spoon that has been working really well, but she's not quite there yet with the whole feeding herself. Like, she always makes a mess. She's always got like a disaster on her face. So normally, like when I see that she's kind of done on her own, I'll go next to her and I'll be like, do you want mama to help you? And then what I'll do is I'll just finish giving her the rest of her breakfast so that we're not there for 13 hours. And then once she's done, she knows that it's time for her to play with her toys. Half the time that she's in the high chair, she's going, toys, toys, toys. She wants me to put her on the floor so she can play with her toys. And that's really when like the rest of our morning like actually starts, where she's just hanging out on the floor, playing with her toys. And at this point, now that the kitchen is all clean and all of those tasks have been taken care of, I have more time to just like sit and play with her and do that kind of stuff with her. Oh, this is her getting ready to do the hot dog dance from Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, by the way. It's so freaking cute. Riley and I spend a lot of time in the morning just like playing on the floor. I will tell you, I'm not always like glued to the floor just playing with her toys. Like, I've got other things that I need to do, but when I'm most focused with her is usually in the morning, like before I start my tasks. So that's why I try to just like take more time and just kind of like have some slower mornings so that I spend this quality time with her, which I absolutely love. If you guys are ever curious and you guys want to see like some of the toys that she really enjoys using, I have a whole video on her favorite toys that I will leave linked down below. A lot of you guys have also asked me for like advice, suggestions on like how to get your kids to talk, and we use a lot of like developmental toys that I also have another video on that I will leave linked down for you guys in case you guys want to check that out. Something else that I like to do in the morning is like while Riley's entertained playing with her toys and stuff, I like to go grab at least one load of laundry. In this case, it was Riley's laundry. I had to do a bunch of her clothes. So I'll take that back to the kitchen area where our washer dryer is, and I'll just put that to wash, and that way at least I'm doing something productive while I play with her. Like there's something being done, something being accomplished for the house, and then later on in the day I can swap it to the dryer and then I can fold it, but at least one load of laundry gets done. Now that I've officially finished my water, I can move on to my coffee, and dear God, like I need it so badly these days. I actually just got a new coffee cup at Animal Kingdom that I love. So we have like the Chemex like pour over coffee that my husband likes to make, so he'll leave me some and then I'll go get my creamer. I've been loving anything that's like caramel flavored, so this is the one that I've been using lately, and it's so good. Depending on the day also, like I tell you guys all the time, sometimes I have iced coffee, some days I have warmed up coffee. It's never fresh hot coffee, but on this day I was just warming it up so that it could be nice and warm, because again I'm trying to get into like that fall vibes, fall mood, and I feel like hot coffee is a lot more fall appropriate than iced coffee. I also love to light this Bath & Body Works leaves candle. Like this is my all-time favorite candle. It is Joe's all-time favorite candle. Like my husband, every time that fall comes around, he will specifically like send me a text and be like, can you please purchase some leaves candles? I don't know what that says about him, but he loves this candle so much, and it just makes the house smell so good. From here on out, the rest of our morning is really spent like this. Like I'm hanging out on the couch, I'm sipping my coffee. Sometimes I'll be just catching up on YouTube videos, and Riley will be right next to me, and she's just kind of doing her thing, I'm doing my thing, but again, we're still together, and these are just like our slow mornings that I really look forward to, that I really enjoy. She seems to be in a much better mood in the morning. The afternoons are a little bit rougher, so I really do enjoy this time with her, even though she is just a terror. Like by the end of this morning when I was filming, like all of those couch cushions were on the floor. She has this new thing where she wants to hide herself and her toys underneath the couch cushions. So it's just like, I don't know, this is what our mornings look like. They're not super fancy. They are just us hanging out, and I wouldn't trade them for anything. If you've made it this far into this video, by the way, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Like it means the world to me that you guys have enjoyed like watching these videos, and you guys are engaging with me in the comments, and that you guys reach out to me, and like I really feel like we're friends. It just, I don't know how to tell you how cool that feeling is, like to have this community here on YouTube. It just means the world to me. So thank you so much, first of all. And the next thing I want to ask you is just like what your mornings look like. Like if you're interested in sharing what your morning routines look like, are they the same as mine? Are they different? Let me know down below. I'm really curious to know like more or less what your mornings look like. And again, remember, if you guys want to see what it's like to be a mom who goes to work, who's getting ready for the day first thing in the morning, make sure to go watch Catherine's video that's linked down below. And that's really going to be it for today's video. So again, thanks so much for watching. I love you guys to pieces. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.